I'm kind of rambling. This is going off a little bit, so let me get back on track with driving. Last leg of the journey right here. 6 minutes left. I have to get off on this exit. Oh man, I'm so dead. Alright, we're here. Oh, let's see what that noise is. Oh yeah, there it is. Dragging this guy. How long was this dragging for? It's a Virginia Trail. I'm gonna tell him I'm here. I don't see no truck, man. This is kind of weird. Okay. So, it was not the truck that I was expecting it to be. So I'm leaving empty-handed. Well, with my cash, I guess. I'm headed back home now. It's 7 o'clock. Got there at 6:15, 6:20, 7 o'clock, 40 minutes. And I did not like the car. I did not like the truck overall. Unfortunately, that means that we're relying on this bad boy to get us home. I was gonna show the truck once I got the opportunity, but I was running out of daylight. I really needed to just test it all out to see if it was something that could get me home. And luckily for me, I guess, it had an issue right when I started driving it, so kind of threw up a red flag right away. Didn't hide anything. But it was the weirdest thing. The truck itself was expected, but then I saw over text he said it runs good, no issues, and then when I get there he says, oh, it's leaking something. Well, that's an issue for me. And then I looked underneath and transmission pan was just covered in oil. There was a significant amount of oil coming from somewhere up above. I don't know where it was coming from. It looked like where the oil filter on the engine oil looked like was leaking as well. The oil filter was coming from where the oil filter was connected. It was a top-down oil filter, but at the bottom of it there was a large amount of engine oil built up there. Am I dragging the chain again? I just picked it up. But the problem is, right when I jumped in the car and turned the corner and gave it gas, it shifted. It started off fine. I put it in drive, and it was the needle, because on the older models, you see that needle shift on the dashboard, moves to the right as you shift gears. This one didn't move at all. So it's hard to tell what gear you were in, but I was counting and put it into drive and took off and took around, turned the corner and took a right on the corner, and it was fine. We're cruising. I was kind of gassing a little bit and testing out. Hey, this seems powerful. And then he turns on, oh, does the AC work? He turns on the AC and then it goes into neutral. It shifts into neutral for some reason. And we pulled over, we rolled into a stop, and I was shifting back from neutral to drive, through all the gears, and nothing would grab. It was just in neutral completely. And then I put it in park and it would go like something was fucking broken in there. It was not normal. And we were finally able to put it into four-wheel drive and drive it home. He put it into four-wheel and got it moving, and then we stopped and we took it out of four-wheel and then put it in drive again. And we took it out of four-wheel, and then basically it was working again. So something with that transmission issue is, I'm glad it happened right then and there, because I probably would have bought it if it didn't have that transmission issue for like $2K though, $2,000. I wouldn't have paid five grand what he was asking for it. But if that didn't happen right then and there, I could have been driving home and it could have like shifted into neutral and I would have been stuck on the road. You know, at least this car, as far as I know, hasn't shifted into neutral randomly. So that would have not been a smart move by me to make that decision. So I'm driving home empty-handed, and now I'm just going to keep my eye out, because I did like that engine, that 454 engine. It did have a lot of power to it. I just didn't like the way that this one was treated and this one was cared for. On a side note, we were driving, and like when that happened, we cruised, we parked over, and like we parked to try to figure it out. And then I just see this person get out of their car with their dog, and then like they go into the 7-Eleven store, and the dog just like crosses the street and like takes off. And it's like a 4-lane highway, and the dog just goes like, I'm like, what the fuck? Did that dog just run away from the owner? And the guy was like, oh yeah, it looks like it. Does this happen here? Like, what is this place? And I don't know. I mean, I guess everyone like has different relationships with dogs, whatever. But let me take this call. All right, so I got someone to feed my dog. So hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day except this little snack. I had one of these bars. It is 7:18 on our way home. 4-hour drive home. Anyways, this was a ramble. This was a total ramble. I'm super hungry. I'm super tired. I'm gonna be home at 11, and then I gotta wake up and return everything. So I gotta return the dolly or the trailer that I have, and then I gotta return the car. Because now I can just kind of chill, and maybe I'll stop for dinner and just like get my head together, kind of refresh. But I don't want to fall asleep, that's the problem, so I can't get my head together too long. Anyways, this is a long enough ramble. I'm out.